Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, September 22nd, 2016, and this is your fun fact of the day. Your ancient civilization for today is the Persian Empire, located mostly in what is modern-day Iran. By the 5th century BC, it was the largest empire the world had ever and has ever seen, surpassing even their Assyrian predecessors. But unlike many other conquering empires, rather than destroy local economies for their own selfish gain, the Persians actually worked with them, expand, stabilize those economies. They standardized weights, developed official coinage, and even implemented universal laws. They didn't just out and out rout and up and displace and destroy people they conquered. They simply just became the governing body over them, sometimes by force, but then they simply ruled them peacefully. It's like, hey, you're part of us now, just work with us. Here's the laws, here's the coinage, here's how the weights work, just work with us. King Cyrus built the foundations for an official mail system. King Darius I, that is Darius. It's spelled Darius, D-A-R-I-U-S, but it's pronounced, at least he was pronounced, Darius. King Darius I built a communication network that spanned most of the empire. He built a 1,600-mile long road connecting two of the largest cities, from Sardis to Susa. Look those up on a map and tell me just how far apart those are. Along this road were also numerous places where people could lodge, rest, obtain fresh horses and supplies, and continue on their journey. But despite the effectiveness of leadership, the Persian Empire was not to last. King Xerxes, you might have heard him before, here's why, sought to expand the empire, particularly into Greece, where the city-states of Greece cooperated, in some sense or another, and fended off the Xerxes' military attempts to expand the empire's borders. They defeated much of his army, and successfully routed most of his navy as well, and subsequently after that, the Persians basically never ever conquered anything again, and just eventually shriveled up like every other empire before them. This is where the movie 300 is based, is when the Persians are trying to expand into Greece, and then Sparta says no, very effectively. They got that part right. Persians won the Battle of Thermopylae, and then the Greeks won at Plataea, and the Persians never won against Greece, or almost anyone ever again. But going back to the original, King Cyrus, he conquered most of Western Asia. The Babylonians, the Jews, the Phoenicians, and the Assyrians and the Lydians and some of the Greeks as well also just came under Persian rule at one point or another. King Cyrus is actually remembered as a good ruler. He managed to unify a very diverse and very overly widespread, very broad set of people groups, with many different languages and religions. At the same time, he actually allowed everyone to keep their own religion. He was more of just a political ruler, not an absolute, this is the economy, this is the politics, this is the religion. Do your own thing. Pay the taxes, use our money, use our weights, use our laws. People actually find this idea that Cyrus allowed people to practice their own religion that they already had before he conquered them, especially surprising considering that he himself was a renowned Zoroastrian. He'd converted to Zoroastrianism and held pretty tightly to its beliefs, I'm told. Many of the writings and historical evidences have found that he was clearly felt strongly about his new faith. So the Persian Empire, besides their rugs, were actually very, very well known for many things. Feel free to look up more about them, links in the description below. Hope you've enjoyed this fun fact of the day. See you tomorrow.